Sometimes the most frustrating part of a fabrication project is just trying to get into those tight, awkward corners where a standard grinder simply refuses to fit. That is exactly where this little pneumatic belt sander earns its keep. It is one of those tools that looks fairly unassuming sitting on a workbench, but once it is hooked up to the air line, it becomes a surprisingly aggressive workhorse. The first thing that hits you is how manageable it feels in the hand. It has this non-slip grip that actually does its job, which is a relief when you are working with oily parts or just have sweaty palms after an hour in the garage. The balance is decent, and it does not feel like it is trying to twist out of your grip the moment you pull the trigger. Now, what really makes this thing stand out is the pulley design. The engineers clearly listened to feedback because they opened up the space around the pulleys. If you have ever struggled to swap out a belt on one of these, you know how annoying it is when the new, thicker belts barely want to slide on. Here it is a breeze. You just flip that simple tension lever, pop the belt on, and you are back to work in seconds. It is a small detail, but it saves so much headache during a long day of grinding. The variable speed control is another one of those features that sounds standard until you actually need to finesse a delicate edge. Being able to dial it back prevents you from accidentally chewing through too much material when you are just trying to clean up a weld or smooth out a burr. It comes with a starter set of belts ranging from 80 to 120 grit, which is a nice touch to get you going right out of the box, though you will definitely want to stock up on some coarser options if you're planning on doing any heavy metal removal. If there is a downside, it is that this thing is thirsty for air. You are going to want a compressor that can keep up. Otherwise, you will find yourself waiting for the tank to recharge more often than you would like. It is also a bit loud, but that is just the nature of the beast with pneumatic tools of this size. It is not exactly a precision instrument for fine woodworking, but for automotive work, metal fabrication, or cleaning up rusted steel, it is a solid, reliable companion. It does not try to be anything fancy or over-engineered. It just does the job it was built for without making a fuss. If you are tired of fighting with bulky tools in cramped spaces, this little sander is probably going to be a welcome addition to the collection. It is straightforward, it is rugged enough for daily shop abuse, and it gets the job done without any unnecessary drama. Honestly, for the price point, it is hard to find much to complain about.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.